Have you ever been in such a state of panic that you just had to do something? You had to send the message, cancel the plans, leave the situation, maybe make the decision, and then afterwards, when you've calmed down, you think, why did I do that? Why did I react like that? Or even, why couldn't I just think clearly? There may be an actual reason to this. When your nervous system detects what it perceives as danger, one of the responses it can move to is flight. And flight is exactly what it sounds like. Your body wants to get away. Your heart rate can increase. Your breathing changes. Your attention becomes much more focused on whatever your brain has identified as the problem. Your body is essentially saying, "Get me out of here." And when you're in that state, your brain isn't necessarily interested in calmly considering every possible option. It's focused on escape. Think about the difference between being completely calm and being in a moment of intense panic. When you're calm, you might be able to think, okay, what are my options here? What are the consequences of each choice? Do I actually want to do this? But when you're highly activated, your thinking can become much more urgent. I need to get out. I need this to stop. I can't cope with this. And that's why you might do something in the moment that doesn't actually fit with what you want when you're calm. You might send a message that later you regret. You might suddenly cancel something that you've actually been looking forward to. You might walk away from a situation without giving yourself time to think. You might make a major decision because in that moment, getting away from the discomfort feels more important than considering what happens afterwards. And then the panic passes. Your body settles and you're left thinking, what on earth was I doing? It's really easy to judge yourself at that point. But instead, try looking at it through the lens of your nervous system. Your body wasn't necessarily trying to make a bad decision. It was genuinely trying to just protect you. It detected something that felt threatening or overwhelming, and it moved you towards escape. That doesn't mean every decision you make in flight is wrong. Sometimes leaving a situation really is the right thing to do. But if you're making a significant decision purely because you need the feeling to stop right now, it can be worth giving yourself some time before acting. Because sometimes the best decision is not the decision that gets you the immediate relief. It's the decision that still feels right once your nervous system has had a chance to settle. So if you notice that familiar feeling of panic building, try not to immediately act on it. Just pause. Slow your breathing. Feel your feet on the floor. Look around the room. Notice what's around you and remind yourself, I am here. I am safe. I don't have to decide this right now. You don't have to solve everything while you're panicking. You can give yourself permission to wait. Even 10 minutes can create some space between the feeling and the action. And once your body has started to settle, ask yourself, what do I actually want? Is this something I genuinely need to do? Or do I just desperately want this feeling to stop? The distinction can be incredibly important because when you're in flight, your nervous system is focused on escape. When you're regulated, you have more capacity to consider your choices. So the next time you feel that overwhelming urge to run, react, cancel, send the message, or make the decision immediately, just pause if you can. Regulate first, then decide later. Not from panic, from a more calm and grounded place. There are plenty of videos of short practices of regulation on my channel. However, if you'd like a more personalised approach, you can book a one-to-one in my Linktree, which is also on my channel. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe for more somatic and nervous system videos to help you feel more grounded and regulated. Be kind to yourself.